In 9 months, I turned this abandoned $160,000 18-room apartment building with no tenants and no income into an $800,000 property with huge passive cash flow. Here is how I did it.
Reorient the sinks, so it's like a cabinet, and I wanted to put it so it's facing the window, and that way you have more space to walk in and out beside the bar counter. So in order to do that, we have a water pipe, water connection with a flexible hose, and there's also a drain down in the corner. So it's kind of lucky in a sense. So what we do is we're going to open up the cabinet, disconnect the hose from the tap, and then once we do that, we disconnect the drain from the sink, and then we can slowly maneuver the cabinet around and reorient it. And once we turn it all the way around, we're going to be putting a hole through the side so that the water pipe can go directly through the side and then up into the sink. And also hopefully the hose is going to be long enough, otherwise we'll have to buy new hoses. And for the floor drain, it will depend on how close we can get the sink to the window. In some cases we can't go too close because the water supply is too far to the front, which means it would be sticking out in front of the cabinet. So if that's the case, then we have to pull the sink out from the wall, and there'll be a space behind it which we'll fill with some more of the leftover counter pieces.
Repositioning the kitchen sink cabinet, I had to reroute the drain out the bottom of the cabinet. Previously it came out the backside. To do this, I had to make a hole big enough to fit the drain hose through the floor of the cabinet. In this case, the drain hole happened to be directly below the hole I was drilling. And just bad luck, the drill bit came loose and fell down inside the drain.
And then I'll stick the tape measure in to try to see how far.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, can you hold this?
See?
I can see it. It's way the hell in there. No, over the hole more.
Oh my God, very deep.
27 centimeters down.
Oh no.
About 11 inches.
I really don't know how this is going to work out. It's a big problem. Well, might only be one way to do it, which I didn't want to do.
supposed to do that. Okie doke.
After a sleepless night and consulting with my brother, I concocted a giant pair of salad tongs by using 2 pieces of U-track metal edging, putting a spacer at the top, and clamping it together with a vice clamp. I wasn't very hopeful, with no other solution except maybe breaking the floor. Then, like magic, out it came!
Again?
The house fits, so we're done.
Yep.
Next room. Good morning, it's June 30th, and I've booked a vacation to go back to Canada to visit my family. So I'll be leaving in about 3 days to go back to Bangkok and then catch the flight. But today I'm working on a couple more of these outlets to go beside the bed, so to go underneath the bedside table. And so I've wired into one of the boxes on the other side, and I decided to go ahead and cut the groove into the wall with the grinder, and then of course I'm going to have to fill it in with plaster. That'll be a fun job. And the other end, over on this side, I mounted the box on the wall. I could have recessed it, but it won't make any difference because it goes underneath the tabletop, so it'll be hidden underneath. So I don't think there's any point in digging around and playing with the cement too much there. So it was easier just to screw it into the wall, and the wire I left a little extra so that I can trim it off at the end and wire it into the outlet, which I don't have, so I'm going to have to go to buy some new ones. Okay, so that's my job for today.
Just hold me tight and don't let go.